I think number one has to be John Frankham, because he is my best mate when it comes to golfing. Play a lot of golf with him, so I've got to say Johnny Frankham is number one, because he was the ultimate stylist as well. Not because he's a good lad and he's a mate, but he set the standard, and every other jockey then had to raise their game to get to where he was at. Brilliant over a fence, and still brilliant now, even at his age that he is. I think number two, I always think AP, really, because when you have somebody like AP, 20 times champion jockey, I always say to people, if you had your last fiver, and you want one jockey riding that horse, who do you want on board? It's AP every time. Between Ruby and Richard Dunwoody, I think I always looked up to Richard Dunwoody, and we all wanted to be like him. We all wanted to be as good as him. So I think he has to be number three. And I'm afraid, just in this instance, only because he has the best Cheltenham Festival record of any jockey, Ruby Walsh has to be number four. He's won everything else, so I think in this instance he can be number four. Number one has to be Nicky Henderson. Brilliant record at the Cheltenham Festival, and it was, well, one of the best days of my racing career when he invited me into his office and offered me the job to be stable jockey, because with that came, well, I think the knowledge that I was going to ride Cheltenham Festival winners, and that's where I think it's at, really. And Nicky's a great lad. He became a very good friend to me as well as a boss. We never had crosswords in the 15 years that I worked for him as stable jockey, so yeah, definitely him number one. Number two, Paul Nicholls. He's been champion jumps trainer many times. He also provided me with a Gold Cup winner, a King George winner, and a Champion Chase winner, along with a lot of other big races. A brilliant trainer, and well, I think age is no barrier to Paul. He's going to carry on for some time. I think of the other two, Martin Pipe and David Nicholson. Martin Pipe has to be number three, because he broke all the records and he made other trainers basically pull their finger out and train their horses differently. If they wanted to compete with him, they had to be as good as him. So I think Martin Pipe deserves his place in there. And David Nicholson, well, he trained a lot of good horses. He was the Duke and he let you know it. But anybody who ever worked for him who has only got good stories to tell. I have to admit to bias here, because I've ridden Godo Star and I've ridden Seymour Business. I'm always going to say Seymour Business is number one. He won 2 King Georges and I won a Gold Cup on him. So he has to be number one in my order. But I think in reality, you look at Arkle. You look at Arkle's record, he has to be number one, I think, in anybody's list. What he achieved was something I think we'll never ever see again. Then I think next has to be Godo Star. He won 5 King Georges, 2 Gold Cups, Tingle Creeks, and he was just a phenomenal racehorse. And I think he deserves his place next on the list. And then it seems weird putting Best Mate last on the list, a horse who won 3 Gold Cups, but it's my list, so he goes number 3. When I was young, growing up, I think I was only 15 at the time when Dawn Run won the Gold Cup in '86, and it was basically, it headlined the news when she won. It meant so much to the people of Ireland, her winning that race, that I think the Gold Cup has always been the race I wanted to win more than any. It is the blue ribbon of steeplechasing, so as far as I'm concerned, I think the Gold Cup is the one. The Grand National, there's still that little lottery element involved in that race with 40 runners. Yes, it's the only thing about winning the National is if you win a Grand National, you're forever introduced as, in my instance, Mick Fitzgerald, Grand National winning jockey. You're never introduced as Mick Fitzgerald Gold Cup winning jockey. So I think for that reason, the Grand National means more to the ordinary punter. But as far as I'm concerned, yeah, Gold Cup.